The Siliguri Corridor is India's most vulnerable piece of territory, not just for border defense against China, but also for mass infiltration of thousands or millions of illegal Bangladeshis who threaten to change the demography of eastern India. The Prime Minister Modi-led government is now deploying an unprecedented combination of military infrastructure along with artificial intelligence, advanced surveillance and intelligence networks. Illegal Bangladeshis would soon find it more difficult to enter India than it is for Pakistan to either win a war or a World Cup match against India. The new border project is being overseen by India's Home Minister Amit Shah, who made a visit to Siliguri Corridor just a few days ago. This new border fence itself can raise an alarm the moment someone even touches it, where invisible fiber optic sensors, thermal imagers, radars, aerostats and artificial intelligence work together round the clock. This is no longer just about guarding a frontier, it is about securing one of India's most strategically important lifelines. And guess what? India could also recruit a few unconventional border guards. So why is India transforming its eastern border into a high-tech security shield? Stay with us because the answer reveals how India's border strategy is changing forever against Bangladesh. A new radio-based intrusion detection system will be introduced at the smart border fence that instantly alerts security personnel if anyone tries to tamper it, backed by an infrared alarm system. This intelligence expansion comes just weeks after Union Home Minister Amit Shah's three-day visit to West Bengal. During the visit, he chaired a high-level security meeting in Siliguri with West Bengal Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari and inspected the BSF's Jumagach border outpost overlooking the Siliguri corridor, often called India's chicken neck.
बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों से मुक्त कराने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार.
The technology stack being deployed includes thermal imagers and infrared or laser-based intrusion alarms, aerostats for aerial surveillance, unattended ground sensors, radars and sonar systems for riverine stretches, and fiber optic sensors feeding a live feed to command and control network or the grid. In the riverine badlands of Assam, where fencing is physically impossible, BSF has already rolled out bold QIT or border electronically dominated QRT interception technique, covering roughly 61 kilometers of Brahmaputra's marshy edge with floodlighting and laser sensors. Surprisingly, India is considering wildlife, including crocodiles, to guard swampy borders with Bangladesh, where fencing is not possible, though nothing is finalized yet. I wonder what the performance appraisal of these crocodile border guards would involve. A senior BSF officer, Deputy Inspector General Manoj Barnwal, confirmed the idea was discussed earlier this year in a meeting at the Home Ministry. He claimed the plan revolves around leveraging natural deterrents like crocodiles and snakes in flood-prone zones along the unfenced area, where traditional fencing is either ineffective or not possible. But while crocodiles could discourage any infiltrators, even more effective would be India's new smart border fence. Of India's 4,096-kilometer-long border with Bangladesh, about 530 kilometers still remains unfenced. This is despite the fact that Bangladesh has been a foreign country since independence in 1947. Our news report on India-Pakistan tensions was ranking among the top 5 in Google News videos. I am Shobhit Mittal. Do subscribe to Inconnect News for the most informative news content. Nearly 175 to 200 kilometers of this unfenced boundary is marshy terrain concentrated in West Bengal, Assam, Tripura and even Meghalaya. The money backs this bold ambition. Union Budget 2026-27 allocated 5,576 crore rupees for border infrastructure itself and management. Nearly 5,266 crore of this capital was aimed squarely at surveillance and modernization. The results are already showing on the ground. The BSF's Eastern Command stopped more than 10,200 Bangladeshi nationals from crossing the border in a single year. It also seized illegal goods worth 461 crore rupees in 2024, the highest amount in this decade. Recently, 2 Bangladeshi nationals were arrested at the India-Nepal border in Araria in Bihar since they were trying to illegally enter India via Nepal. with no valid passport or any visa. The Home Ministry has initiated a major security expansion and is planning around 40 permanent subsidiary Intelligence Bureau or SIB offices across West Bengal's border districts. Home Ministry has sought around 50 acres of land from the state government to implement this project. The locations are spread all across Cooch Behar, Jalpaiguri, Darjeeling, North and South Dinajpur, Malda, Murshidabad, Nadia and North 24 Parganas will get its own permanent office cum residential campus, replacing the current setup where barring Kolkata, most SIB units operate out of rented premises. But why now? Officials point to the evolving security environment and security threats emerging from Bangladesh since the political turbulence that began in 2024 with Sheikh Hasina's ouster. In July, the new Indian Army Chief, General Dheeraj Seth, also visited the Bengdubi military station located at the northern gateway of the Siliguri Corridor before reviewing the Tri-Shakti Corps at Sukna and the 3rd Corps at Dimapur. During the visit, the army officials briefed General Seth on operational preparedness. The review came amid repeated face-offs between Indian Border Security Force or the BSF and Border Guards Bangladesh or BGB. In May, BGB personnel along with Bangladeshi civilians attempted to stop an Indian land survey linked to border fencing at the Daharam Angaporta enclave. Similar standoffs followed in June 2026 across Cooch Behar, Meghalaya and Kushtia sectors where BGB personnel tried to prevent deportation of illegal Bangladeshi migrants from India. Although narrow corridor, the Siliguri Corridor has become one of India's most heavily fortified regions. The Tri-Shakti Corps now operates S-400 air defense system and BrahMos missile regiments. A Rafale fighter jet squadron is also based at Hashimara Air Base, a stone's throw away from the region that witnessed the 2017 Doklam standoff with China. Beyond troop deployments, India is building a layered, permanent defense architecture around the chicken neck. 3 fresh Indian Army garrisons will now ring this corridor: Lachit Borphukan military station near Dhubri in Assam and forward bases at Kishanganj in Bihar and Chopra in West Bengal. A 4th garrison is under review in Mizoram, which would complete the encirclement of Bangladesh. Indian Railways is also planning a 40-kilometer underground railway line beneath the Siliguri corridor to maintain connectivity even in times of conflict. West Bengal has handed over 120 acres in the Siliguri corridor to the BSF, clearing a long pending land transfer. With the land now available, the centre is upgrading road and rail links through the corridor, improving both trade connectivity and faster troop movement to the northeastern states. Not just that, Prime Minister Modi himself had warned of a threat to India's demography due to unchecked illegal migration of Bangladeshi infiltrators.
उनकी जमीनों पर कब्जा कर रहे हैं, ये देश सहन नहीं करेगा.
The Home Ministry has also formally set up a high-level committee to study this unnatural demographic change. Since the BJP won its first ever state elections in West Bengal, India has deported nearly 5,000 Bangladeshi migrants, yet thousands, if not millions of illegal Bangladeshis still remain in India.
बांग्लादेशी जो नागरिक है उनका लेने का जिम्मेदार तो है.
What do you believe? Should deportation of illegal Bangladeshis become India's topmost priority? Leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.